Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having a great day today. Today, we're taking a look at the short story that was written in 1884 by Robert Louis Stevenson, the author of Treasure Island, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's in this collection that we've been doing a deep dive into Promethean Horrors that combines mad science with horror stuff for you folks. Now, Dr. Jekyll is definitely a big case of a bad scientist gone amok, right? So this is definitely another sort of short story where some things are happening. In this case, it's a horror short story. He is envisioning some things that have happened in the past or based on news articles that happened in the past and so forth, and then he's extrapolating them to what he thinks is their natural conclusion. So this short story is actually pretty fast. I probably read it about 25 pages last night. I think it's in a Robert Louis Stevenson collection I've read before, but I don't when I was a kid, but I don't remember it that well. So I might be going back and I certainly don't remember the ending. I thought the ending was great, and it definitely surprised me. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. It's strong stuff. So anyway, in this key concept, basically what's happening, our point of view character is we're going to find, they call him Doctor, with his friends, he's in his middle ages, and then he has some friends, and then he encounters somebody that he knew in medical school, and and then we're going to find out his life story, how they met, what wound up happening, and the reason why he's really upset that this guy hasn't died yet. So that's going to be the framing device then for the story that's being told of this person's medical student experience up in Edinburgh. So what wound up happening is that this person was a student, not a whole lot of money. He's not a good study person, but he's very, very capable and sharp in the classroom because he listens well and he follows instructions. So he is somebody who gets promoted and noticed by the faculty, and then he gets a job. And his job is to work with the bodies and bring them in, and live in the same area of the wing of the building that he's getting paid for as a result. Because again, this is a guy who needs the money, and he winds up working the late night shifts to bring in corpses that are brought in from local morgues and stuff as part of the anatomists of the thing, right? So that's about 7 or 8 pages into the short story. That's about right. So I'll leave you there as to what winds up happening, how the title of this comes about, and so forth. But there you are. This is a guy who's now about 5 pages or so into it, 5 or 6. He's now set up as the person who is living near the corpses, and he's this person who pays the late night people for bringing in the corpses overnight from local morgues. And that's it. That's the short story. Some bad stuff's going to happen. I definitely did not see the surprise coming. Loved this. I thought it was a lot of fun. So I'll go ahead and leave you to it. This is a very fast read. You probably won't take that much of your time. It's pretty quick, definitely well written. It's got some nice phrases of key turns of phrases here and there, which is nice, and a sentence here and there that definitely stands out. So it's definitely worth your time. I'm going to link you to this collection of mad science that we've been doing a deep dive into for you folks, as well as I'm sure I can find it for free because it's Robert Louis Stevenson, and it's definitely past copyright. So I'm sure that somebody out there somewhere has taken the time to find this. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty confident about it. As a reminder, this channel's title, "The Worst Thing About New Books," is a quote by a French philosopher who wrote in the same century as this guy named Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about new books was that they kept us from reading the old books. And so an 1880s short story called The Body Snatcher by a guy who's famous, but people don't always read his other stuff. That's definitely something in the queue for this series for you folks. So it's definitely sort of thing I need to go back and unpack. It's definitely an old story, right? So The Body Snatcher is great. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it at an 8 out of 10 for you folks. Have you read it? What'd you think about it? If so, let's talk about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit that subscribe button? There should be a lot more of these to follow. And then finally, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video. We all have so many things that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me is incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.